that caught your ear, then you're in the right place. Today we're going to be talking about 3 octave arpeggios and how we can use them as a framework for developing great sounding jazz lines. I was inspired recently to dig back into these 3 octave triads after watching this awesome Pat Metheny clip of him warming up before a concert. He's clearly so fluid up and down the neck with these arpeggios, and the way he combines the tonalities, really evokes a whole harmonic journey throughout his warm-up. I'm going to link to it right here and go have a listen. It's just so amazing. Triads are such a huge part of Pat's sound, whether it's his compositions or his lines, and so digging into his style really means digging into triads. His record Bright Size Life was so important to me, one of the first jazz records I really got into, and so I always go back and check this one out. If you have a favorite Pat Metheny record or Pat Metheny track, let me know in the comments below. Everyone's got their pet favorites, and it's really cool to hear where everybody's coming from when it comes to Pat's discography. So let me know. These 3 octave arpeggio fingerings are so helpful because by adding 1 or 2 notes, we can generate pentatonic scales and 7th chord arpeggios, which are crucial for great sounding jazz lines. It's also going to help us develop hand speed as we shift up and down the neck, and will require us to develop picking accuracy as well as we go up and down the strings on the guitar. What we're going to look at today is a bit more simple than what Pat's doing, but still, I believe it's a pathway to getting there and achieving that kind of fluency. Let's dive into it. As a primer, we're going to be going through all 4 triad types: major, minor, augmented, and diminished. And I'm going to show you the fingering I use to get from the bottom of the neck to the top of the neck and going up and down the strings. I'm going to go slow at first, so if you already are familiar with this, feel free to skip ahead to some of the applications that we're going to be looking at. But if you're new to this, I encourage you to take it really slow and go note by note with me, and I'm going to put the music up on the screen so you can read along. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the button below and hit the alarm bell so you get a notification every time I post a new video. Thank you so much. Back to the music. Here are the fingerings for the 4 basic types, ascending and descending. Notice that they'll sometimes change depending on the direction, so keep an eye out. Let's look at the major triad. Root, major 3rd, perfect 5th. 1, 4, 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. 4, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Now, on to the minor triad, all over the neck. Root, minor 3rd, perfect 5th. 1, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 1. This one is tricky, the diminished triad. I finger it a little bit differently than the other ones because the distance between that flat 5th and the next root is pretty treacherous. So this one's got root, minor 3rd, diminished 5th, the diminished triad. This one involves a shift right off the bat on the first finger. One, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. So a lot of 1, 3, 4. Then 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 1. And finally, the augmented triad. Root, major 3rd, augmented 5th. This one feels so good, and I love the sound of this one. I love using it over different bass notes. It's just a really expansive sound. Let's check it out. We're going to start 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. 1, 4, 1, 4. 4, 1, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Taking these triads to a more colorful and interesting place is pretty easy once you have the basic shapes down. For instance, if I want to suggest F major 7, I can use A minor over the F bass note. If I want to suggest F7, I can use A diminished. I don't have to learn a new shape, I just need to learn how to superimpose a triad over a bass note. Let me demonstrate. I can use A diminished to generate F7 because A diminished has A, C, E flat, which is the upper structure of F7. I can also generate F major 7 by using an A minor 3-octave arpeggio. Another way we can add color is by adding one note or a color tone to these 3-note arpeggios. For instance, if I want a more exotic sound to the major chord, I can add the flat 6 to make it a 1-3-5 flat 6 arpeggio. I can also add a natural 6 to a minor triad to make it 1-flat-3-5 natural 6, which gives me a bit of a Dorian flavor. You can be as creative as you want with this, there's really no rules, and I love the sound of combining these triads with one auxiliary note. And I think it's really cool because you can just keep the same shape up and down and just on your way in the middle of the shift, add an extra note to help you pivot in and out of position. From Louis Armstrong to Ornette Coleman to Pat Metheny to Keith Jarrett, if you study any of these great jazz improvisers, you'll notice that they have total command of triads. Learning to superimpose these triad arpeggios and different triadic structures over various bass notes or chord substitutions is really the name of the game when it comes to developing ear-grabbing jazz lines. I hope you'll keep exploring on your own and let me know what you find.